Hey guys, Mark here, and it's going to be a new beginner's guide that I'm going to be making for the Esky line of coaxial helicopters. Now I'm going to go ahead and be using the Esky Comanche, but this is going to apply to pretty much all the Esky coaxial helicopters. The Robins 22, the Llama 3, the Llama 4, the KOB, the Dolphin, the Hunter. They're all pretty much the same things, and again, this is going to pertain to all of them, so I'm going to continue on with giving you information on the Comanche here. Okay, as you can tell, I'm not doing my usual out-of-the-box review. The reason for this being is I didn't buy this helicopter. I borrowed this helicopter from a good friend of mine. He bought it from X-Heli. He got it to learn on. He used it, learned the basic, and has since moved to the Honeybee fixed pitch. So I was able to borrow it from him so that I could make another little beginner's guide here. And because obviously I didn't buy it, I don't have all of the original stuff that comes with it. Like this stuff down here is not the original equipment, nor is that. But I have it there just for demonstration purposes, so you'll still have an idea of what you'll be getting when you get your coaxial helicopter. Okay, so what you can expect to find in your box when you get your helicopter is you'll find the helicopter. It's all ready to fly, needs no assembly. You'll get your transmitter here, 4-channel transmitter. All it needs is 8 AA batteries. You'll get a simulator cable, and this allows you to hook your transmitter to your computer, and you do that because this right here is a simulator. You install this on your computer, and that way you can practice on your computer, crash all day long. It never costs you a penny, and then you can go try it on your real helicopter. The battery you'll get with your helicopter is going to be a 7.4 volt, 800 milliamp lithium polymer battery, and you'll also get a charger for it, as well as adapters to hook it, little alligator clips to hook it to like a car battery, any 12 volt power supply, as well as a wall adapter. Okay, you can see here, just got the standard 4-channel transmitter from Esky. You got your power indicator up here, tell you how much power is in there. Crystal down here, some reversing switches. You got your trim tabs. Up here, this is a trainer switch, so that if you have an experienced pilot with you, you can hook 2 of these transmitters together, having the experienced pilot on one transmitter and whoever's practicing on the other transmitter. And that way, if whoever's practicing gets in trouble, the experienced pilot can take over and save the helicopter, preventing a crash. The other thing that jack is used for is with this simulator cord. Now, the actual simulator cord you get with this a little bit differently, but it's the same basic thing. What it does, it allows you to hook your transmitter to your computer, so you can use it with the simulator program that's included with the helicopter. Okay, so the Comanche here, this is a 4-channel coaxial helicopter. You're also going to see 2-channel as well as 3-channel coaxial helicopters. And the difference between the two, a 2-channel helicopter goes up and down and spins around in circles. The nose of a 2-channel helicopter is going to be weighted so that when you come up, it's going to be kind of pointed down, so it'll drift forwards, but you cannot control that. A 3-channel helicopter will go up and down. It's going to spin around in circles, but that you can control your forwards and backwards. A 4-channel helicopter like this, you go up and down, you spin around in circles, you can go forwards and backwards, but you also add left to right. So if you're going to get any kind of coaxial helicopter, make sure it's a 4-channel. Okay, I went ahead and took the canopy off here to give you a little bit better look at what's underneath it. So, as always, I shouldn't really have to say this, but always, when you get a helicopter, always read your manual. Anytime you buy anything, you should read your manual front to back. But the helicopter itself here, you can see the canopy, it's a 2-piece canopy. So, in case you break just one part or the entire thing. The helicopter itself here, you can see it uses twin 180 motors. You got your elevator servo, and you got your aileron. The 4-in-1 gyro, that's what this piece is up here. This contains pretty much all the electronics, like the receiver, the mixer, the gyro, all that fun stuff. Now, you can see the tips of the blades are painted. They don't come that way. That's how they look when they come. But when you're flying, you can't really see the tips of the blades if they're all black. So what I always recommend doing is take a little bit of white out, and what I do is I take a little piece of tape and just stick it over the blade like that, and take some, like I said, any kind of whiteout correction fluid there, but just a little bit. Let it dry up a little bit. But the reason for doing this is it's really going to help you see your blades when they're spinning around in circles. It's really going to help you learn to fly. But after it's dry, you can just go ahead and take it off And there you go, you got a white painted tip. It's a pretty basic design, pretty simple. And this design is used in pretty much all of the Esky coaxials. There's only a few variances. And this one, the Comanche, is almost identical to the Hunter, the Dolphin, and the Llama 4. They share pretty much all the same parts. The KOB, the Llama 3, and the Robbins 22 use almost all the same parts, but there are a few differences there. But so I'm going to go over some of the spare parts with you that I think you should have on hand. So because I've got the Comanche here, you can see I've got a Comanche canopy. But these parts are really going to be the same parts you're going to want to keep on hand, whether you have the Esky Hunter, the Dolphin, the KOB, the Llama 4, or even if you have the Llama 3 or the Robbins 22. This is going to apply to pretty much all of them. So first, you're going to want to have a spare canopy. They're pretty cheap. The plastic is pretty thin, so definitely, try to keep one on hand because it always looks cooler if you have a canopy on it. You can see I've got a stabilizer bar up here. This is probably going to be the first thing you're going to bend. A lot of times you can get away with just bending it back, but it's a cheap enough part. Just keep one on hand. You got your gear B with the main shaft. Again, another part, cheap enough, keep it on hand. Because once you bend these, you really can't reuse them. Inner shaft A, this is one of those ones you sometimes can get away with bending it back, but again, it's cheap enough, keep one on hand. Then you got your sets of blades up here, package A and package B. Each package comes with 6 blades, so, it's plenty of spares. Down here, you got your inner shaft B hub. Definitely, this part in the center here, that you may not break, but you want to have extra links. You can see I've got another gear down here. This gear is for inner shaft A. And you got your blade grips. Definitely want to keep some of these. And a battery holder. Now, you're going to have phases where it seems like you're breaking the same part over and over and over again. But these are just general parts that you're going to want to have on hand. You may be breaking different stuff, or you may not break any of this stuff. But, again, these are just my recommendations.